Good evening with your CIGTV News Update. I'm Donna Bush. In our top story, the Premier today announced the leadership of 2 new security and border control agencies, and the national flag carrier Cayman Airways announces a new U.S. gateway. The commander and lieutenant commander of the Cayman Islands Coast Guard will be Robert Scotland and Leo Anglin, respectively. Meanwhile, the current collector of customs, Mr. Charles Clifford, will head the merged Customs and Border Control Agency that is scheduled to begin work in early 2019. While the Coast Guard is to be an independent agency, its commander will report to the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Derek Byrne. Customs and Border Control will comprise the former Department of Customs and the enforcement section of the Department of Immigration. In other news, Cayman Airways Limited today launched the longest scheduled commercial flight the airline has ever operated. The new Denver route is kicking off with introductory round-trip fares starting from U.S. $396 plus taxes. CAL officials say the new route will be made possible by the upcoming arrival of the first of CAL's 4 brand new Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. Speaking at a press conference where the announcement was made, Deputy Premier and Tourism Minister, the Honorable Moses Colonel, explained the selection of Denver.
Colorado is ranked as the fastest growing state for scuba divers, a very important part of our tourism market. Last year, over 13,000 passengers arrived from Denver without direct service. So obviously we feel that there's a real opportunity there. The nonstop service will certainly support advertising and promotions, stimulate the market, but the important part here, it will be done in combination with Cayman Airways, Department of Tourism, and our private sector partners and stakeholders who are working extremely close with this new opening of the Denver Gateway.
The Cayman Airways Denver service will operate twice weekly on Wednesdays and Saturdays through the peak travel period of December to August. For details and to book, you can call Cayman Airways on 949-2311 or 1-800-422-2696 or visit CaymanAirways.com. In our final story, with government schools returning this week, CIGTV spoke to Lighthouse School Principal ELROY BRYAN for his take on the year ahead. Speaking after last week's Teachers Welcome, Mr. Bryan said organizers of the event had set the tone with which teachers would return to school.
I think the educators have obviously left feeling very, reinvigorated. I mean, we had a lot of powerful speeches today, starting with our director who reminded us of what our purpose is. So looking at our why, and then obviously the minister speaking about, just looking at our stride and making sure that when we walk with pride. I think that's a very powerful thing to look at, and just reminding us of how important we are in the lives of our children that we serve. So for me as a principal, I'm going out there just feeling energized and understanding my purpose and the influence that I can have, seeing that a teacher also influenced me. So.
He also revealed 3 new staff would be joining the Lighthouse School. He called the additional personnel a blessing to the system and praised the ministry for its focus on inclusion, which he said was obviously essential to the work of the Lighthouse School. Well, as always, if you missed today's news update, you can go online to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page, or you can go on the YouTube channel. That's the CIG Television YouTube channel. Don't forget to tune into Radio Cayman's For the Record and Talk Today shows. For now, I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a wonderful and safe night, and hoping you'll join us back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
The Royal Cayman Islands Police Service has launched a new service to apply for a police clearance certificate online. To make this process quick and easy, ensure you have digital copies of all required documents readily available. At a minimum, you'll need a copy of your passport photo page. Our website lists the full requirements. If you are using an Apple iOS or Android mobile device, you can use the camera to take photos of these documents while completing your application. After you have read the instructions and are ready to start, type in the alphanumeric string from the CAPTCHA image and click the green button that says Start Application. If you can't read the letters and numbers properly, click Can't Read Image below the photo to try again. To complete your application, you will follow 5 simple steps. These are shown at the top of each page, and the blue circle will always show where you are right now. Enter the requested data in each field. All fields marked with an asterisk are required. Each field has some help information, and please pay attention to the correct format for dates and telephone numbers in particular. When selecting your birthday, you can also use the calendar feature. If a field has a drop-down list, you can scroll through alphabetically or start typing to find the correct option. You will be asked to enter your email address twice to ensure it's correct. This is the address we will use to send you a confirmation email and receipt. Once you have entered all of the required information, click Next at the bottom of the screen. If you click the Cancel Application button at any stage in the process, you will lose everything you've entered so far and be returned to the home page. On this page, answer the questions about past offenses, provide details if relevant, and then click Next. In this step, you will select the type of service being requested and details of the person applying, as well as anyone who might pick up the certificate on his or her behalf. If you select certain options, more information may be required at this stage or later in the process when you are uploading your documents. Finally, select the reasons you are applying and then click Next. If you make a mistake, use the drop-down menu to change the reason or click the red X to delete a line. Remember, if you click the Cancel Application button at any stage in the process, you will lose everything you've entered so far and be returned to the home page. If you need to go back to a previous page to review or change data you already entered, you can use the Back button. You can also navigate through the process using the links at the top of the page. On this page, you will be asked for the relevant digital documents to support your application. On each line, click the Upload icon, select the correct file, and then click Upload. Repeat this process for each document. Based on the information you've already entered, this page will tell you the basic documents required. However, please remember to read the guidance notes to ensure you've included everything for your particular application. You can click the Upload More Documents button if you need to add more files, using the Comments field to briefly explain the additional documents you are submitting. If you go back to previous sections after uploading documents and make changes that affect these requirements, you may need to re-upload your documents. This is the final page before submission. Please review all information provided to ensure it is accurate and complete. You won't be able to change anything on this page, but you can use the Back button or the links at the top of the page to return to earlier pages and update any field. By submitting this application, you are declaring that the information provided is accurate and truthful. If you are satisfied with your application, click Proceed to Online Payment. You may need to allow pop-ups and then click the button again to show the payment screen where you will enter your debit or credit card information. The Cayman Islands government accepts Visa and MasterCard, and you can use a debit or credit card issued anywhere in the world. Payment will be processed in Cayman Islands dollars for local service, and in United States dollars for overseas service. If you have questions about any exchange rate that will be used, or foreign currency transaction fees, please contact the bank that issued your card. The Cayman Islands government will not receive or retain your card information. Once your online payment has been authorized, you can view and print your receipt. Click Continue to return to our webpage for details on pickup date and time. If there is an issue with your application and we have to contact you for more information, your application may be delayed. You will also receive a confirmation email with this information and your official receipt. Please remember to bring your passport for identification when you collect your certificate from the Criminal Records Office.